If you are devoutly committed to achieving never-ending bliss, you'll probably need to be in touch with your holy guardian angel. But who, where, what, why, and I suppose how is this uncomfortably named spiritual entity? Keep watching to find out. My name is Anna Bellissima. I am an extremely powerful magician, as of course are you. I am a writer and a shaman of words, and my purpose here is to equip you with the tools and concepts you need to achieve your heart's desires. As usual, if you are whip smart with a minuscule attention span like me, adjust the playback on this lesson to 1.25 or even 1.5 speed and hold on to your hats. Today we are talking about the Holy Guardian Angel. Plenty of magicians love to shroud this being in mystery and create a sense of exclusivity around knowledge of this angel. In fact, the relationship is eminently available to anyone willing to see past the awkward pseudo-Christian nomenclature and decide that they are ready and able to meet them. I'm going to tell you exactly how to go about this, but first let's set the stage with some foundational understanding. The Holy Guardian Angel as a concept first appears in Western occultism in the very beginning of the 20th century in the Book of Abramelin by the deliciously named Abraham of Worms. Knowledge of and conversation with the Holy Guardian Angel was emphasized by the famous British occultist troublesome Uncle Aleister Crowley and his contemporaries in the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn as being the ultimate purpose of the spiritual path, that this is in fact the great alchemical work of gnosis. One way of looking at this is to consider that at least one definition of the higher self would be the pure divine energetic essence of us, whereas the Holy Guardian Angel is the personification of that essence. And as we know from our work on demons, personification has several very positive ramifications. Each of us is in a binding and non-dissolvable relationship with our Holy Guardian Angel from the moment we are born until we shuffle off this mortal coil. And somewhat confusingly, given the name, if you look to your Holy Guardian Angel for protection from suffering, you are likely to be very sorely disappointed. We could hypothesize that the Holy Guardian Angel is actually the divine element of ourselves, the eternal spirit who has put forward a small part of our soul to be incarnated into a human vessel. Living in complete, unopposed creative bliss may get to be a little wearing after an eternity, so a short period, say around 80 of our Earth years, give or take, inhabiting the frailty of the human form for a round of the game of limitation, or as we call it, life, is a welcome diversion. And unfortunately for our poor human souls, the Holy Guardian Angel loves dramatic tension. They adore a great story that includes tragedy, heartbreak, dissatisfaction, despair, humiliation, snatching defeat from the jaws of victory, and other such intimate dances. They are every bit as enchanted by our suffering as they are by our joy. But the Holy Guardian Angel is unequivocally tethered to the divine source. Anytime we feel our egoic self dissolve, replaced by that incredible and expansive knowledge of ourselves as the creator of our entire universe, that is connection to the Holy Guardian Angel. Debate about whether the Holy Guardian Angel is an internal part of us or an external entity are entirely moot if we accept ourselves as indistinguishable from the divine creator. Internal or external, the end result is the same, and the initiation of knowledge and conversation is reached in the same way, so the debate really only solves the distraction from that important work. You will find a number of different rites and rituals created specifically for the purpose of initiating contact with your Holy Guardian Angel, but the common themes tend to be retreat from society, prayer, fasting, and surrender. And if you are on a strict spiritual path, those routes are indeed highly recommended. But as with all things in magic, there is very little that is a hard prerequisite. The fact is, if you are just starting out on a spiritual path, you will probably be more interested in practical magic, that is, magic to get things, usually money, power and sex, than transcendence for its own sake. If you're at the point of being interested in contacting your holy guardian angel, you're probably ready and able. You could experiment with some easier and more pleasurable practices than fasting, isolation, and prayer. If you adopt, even temporarily, the idea that the holy guardian angel is the voice of our intuition and the spark of our inspiration, for example, you could try creating a committed meditation practice with the specific intention of encountering the holy guardian angel and see what happens. In shadow work, knowledge of the holy guardian angel is particularly fun because as our eternal guides, they take ultimate responsibility for delivering to us all the experiences from which we learn and grow, which it just so happens are usually the most painful and difficult ones. It would therefore be easy to come to resent them, so it helps to visualize them as a devastatingly, magnetically attractive but sadistically sexy lover who is endlessly aroused by our frustration, humiliation, desperation, and despair. Framed that way, and with the understanding that pain is in fact a source of power, as you will see in my lesson on quick and dirty alchemy, is a pretty effective way of ending your human suffering, which is a pretty big promise and one I thoroughly recommend you explore. Whether you are actually contacting the holy guardian angel through your kinky fantasies, or whether you are imagining it, is hugely beside the point. The important thing being that you are diligent in your efforts and conscientiously follow through on any wisdom you are given. Encountering the holy guardian angel is universally a positive experience, although it may require dramatic changes to your life. They will reveal your true life purpose and your path, so it is a work to be undertaken with diligence and devotion, and I wish you only the very best of luck with your endeavours to meet your kinky, sadistic guide. Beautiful soul, I truly hope this little lesson has helped you on your path to unstoppable magical power. I can't wait to see what you have in store for the world. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to subscribe for more life-changing lessons. I love you, and I will see you here next time.